Hello and welcome to all you Sagittarians. Welcome for your monthly forecast for November, and let's have a look what this month will bring for us. I say us because I have a Sagittarius rising. So let's jump into this because it's a crucial month. November is a month of truth, and don't we Sagittarians like the truth? You know, a Sagittarian is known for being so straightforward and telling the truth to other people, and sometimes other people don't always like that, do they? But you're one of those signs that knows that even when the truth is painful, I prefer to have the truth. And this is what November is all about. It's about truth. It's about finally a lot of culminations, a lot of stressful aspects are coming to its maximum, so that we people can proceed for change and go forwards. Not that we are not before that, but it seems a bit that way. Certainly for some of you Sagittarians, happy birthday already, and let's have a look. Three things that are key here. Something that I've been talking about for like a year now is coming to a culmination. That's one thing I'm going to talk about, the Neptune Saturn square. Then Juno I'm going to talk about with Pluto and Uranus, and I'm going to talk about the North Node as well, the shift of the North Node. Now, let's have a look at this Neptune squaring up to Saturn. It's very simple actually, because Neptune has been in your fourth house for such a long time. So where Neptune is, there is, and especially with the stressful aspect coming over, there is some deception in place. And there is some, maybe not consciously, but there is some confusion, and there is some not seeing the truth about something. So it can be self-deception, it can be deception from others, but it probably will have to do something with your roots, or with your family, or something you haven't been realistic about. And now Saturn is in your sign, thank God. Saturn is in your sign and is going to say, hey, this is the reality. And you are going to like that. Even when for some of you it will be a bit painful, for others it will be a relief actually. It depends so much on the context. So don't be all scared when people, you know, when we astrologers say, for instance, or me saying, you know, it can be painful. It's so individualistic and so specific a horoscope. So these are these are just generals. Don't forget that. But you're a Sagittarian, you know that probably. And so Saturn is in your sign, and the truth comes from you. So it's not so, and that is a good thing, you know, because it's in your hands. You are going to get very realistic about something in your life here. And this aspect culminates around the 25th, because then the Sun will be in your sign, Mercury will be in your sign, and that square will be exact around 7 degrees of Sagittarius. So if you've got planets there around 7 degrees, you will feel it more. But if you are just the Sagittarian, maybe at the very end of Sagittarius, you will also feel a bit less. So this is good. Finally, some truth coming out, and it's going to be squeezed. And so be open to that truth. It's good. It's there to get on with your life actually. So that's one thing. Another thing is something that is related to the eclipse of September. So we all had that eclipse somewhere in our chart, and it reflected something about, on a very general level, in relationships, because the Libra and Aries were involved. These are the relationships houses. Now for you, this happened in your 5th and 11th house. So there are some aspirations, or friends, or both. It's either one or the other or both, that there again is coming some real truth about connections, or about with friends, or about your aspirations. And again, it's a squeezing energy, but different from the Neptune Saturn. It's not about something that you didn't see good or anything. It's just simply about intensive energy because Venus is going to approach Pluto in a tenseful aspect, and then it's going to approach Uranus. And this always shows through intensity of the feelings, Venus, there comes the truth, Uranus, and probably unexpectedly. So again, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. A simple example can be, you had some thoughts about a friend, especially last month when Mercury also went over that point of the eclipse of friends and or romance, a new romance for instance, or kids, or your creative projects. These are the areas that some truth will come along. Or a business you just started. That's also the 5th house, because the eclipse was in the 5th house. And you have some feelings around something or someone, and it's quite intense, and you're not quite sure what is this all about? What is this all about? And what is the truth about this? And all of a sudden, when Uranus comes along, will be around around the 3rd week of the month, because this is a culmination, you will see the truth, and the truth will come to you because it's in an opposition. And maybe you're going to say, oh, I thought, for instance, I didn't thought positive of someone. And then all of a sudden Uranus comes along, shows you the facts, black on white, and you say, oh, I've been mistaken. It was my defense mechanism or something like that. And the same could be like with an aspiration. So this is good because again, you are Sagittarian and you want things to be clear. You want things to, you want to get on that horse of yours, and you want to put out some arrows there. So, and that's good. And Juno is in the picture as well with this whole energy. So you will know who to commit to when it comes to friends, because Juno is in that house of the 11th house in Libra, of connections, of social life, of aspirations. And Juno is like a hook. It says, yes, this is who you need to connect with. This is not who you need to connect with. This is an aspiration that you need to cling to. This is not one. So you see, this is the kind of process. It's a beautiful process, but it's a bit of a stressful one. Now, what is the good news? These are all a bit stressful aspects, but the good news is the North Node is shifting into Virgo. And that is good for you Sagittarians, because it's a key area of your life. It's your work. So it starts now in November and it will continue for 18 months. That North Node is pointing towards where we need to focus. You need to focus on work. Well, again, you don't need to do anything. I hate that when I say that. You need to do. That's the bad Sagittarians trait, you could say. Well, bad, it's not that bad, is it? But focus on work is good for you, in other words. And where the South Node is the releasing energy. It's the spiritual practice. So the spiritual practice is letting go of the past, letting go of roots maybe, with some connections that you have with relatives, not in a stressful way, but in a gentle way, and going towards expansion when it comes to work, maybe a more Jupiterian kind of work, because Jupiter is there as well in your 10th house. And what is that? Maybe teaching, maybe writing, maybe publishing, and so forth. So, and the full moon in your opposite sign, again around the 25th. Key date is around that time actually, and the whole month will be building up towards that. That's your 7th house. So another key area of your life, people who you're close to, will come to the, things about them as well will come to the surface, will become very clear, because it's in Gemini, your 7th house. So wow. What a month for us Sagittarians, and we like a bit of adventure, don't we? So, wishing you all the best for November. Thank you for watching. Keep on spreading these. I don't have any other social media than this, so please do spread these videos if you like them. And if you want a reading, just get in touch. Thank you very much and have a truthful month. Bye-bye.